Hello.
Let's pick how many pairs of shoes does Rhonda have in the room.
Oh, we don't. Oh, that game you might win. That one you would win.
I feel so short when I sit like that.
I think sit down, I'm like that. I know, and I always sit on my knees when I film too, so I feel taller.
Same. Hey guys! Well, welcome to the channel, and look who we have here, Miss Nicole Fisher. And that's your channel name, Nicole Fisher.
Yeah, it's Nicole Fisher.
I thought so, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm double thinking, I'm overthinking it.
That's because my Instagram is Nicole Fisher Beauty, so that might have been why you were thinking it.
I was like, is there makeup in there?
Yeah.
But I didn't think so.
Yeah, in the Instagram.
So we are in California right now, and you did so good on your video talking that I'm like, I've only had Haley. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know if I can do this, but I'm doing it.
You can do it.
I'm doing the darn thing, y'all.
This is our first collab.
It is.
In person.
Yes.
Like ever, not just like together, but ever. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I've never done one like this ever.
Yeah, me either. I think I've had my husband on my channel once or twice, and that was already awkward enough. So, because he doesn't know how to talk to a camera. So.
And mine was like ripping it and everything, and I was just like, I don't even think the video's there anymore. I don't even think it was on this channel. I think it was on the other channel. And
really?
I was like, husband, well, he'll do that.
No!
I swear. You guys don't never see it because I normally clip it out. But he'll come strolling through the kitchen. Just
no!
I'm like,
is he doing it intentionally just to mess with you? Oh,
100%.
husbands.
Or he'll drop some F-bombs just so I have to edit.
So you have to edit it out and do a beep.
Yeah, I'll have the dog barking or something. But we are doing what's in my makeup bag and skincare. You're doing skincare, right?
Yeah, I'm doing skincare and makeup.
Yes.
So here's the thing. Should I just jump right in and just talking to our friends? Thank you. I got this little market downtown in St. Pete where I live.
Have you worn that?
I've worn the other one that looks more like a crystal ball kind, and then I have this one. I like my statement piece jewelry, as you guys may not know, but now you do.
She's really good at like making sure her jewelry matches everything. Where I'm like, Erin's, all right.
Don't let her fool you. She has looked adorable on this trip. We are roomies, and we have realized, I think a lot of people does this on like this content creator event, we all packed a lot of beauty products and a lot of makeup. And the reality of what we actually use versus what we brought is a little intense, to be honest.
But we have options just in case.
And you need the options because different events. This has been a very chill event, but you don't know till you get somewhere sometimes.
So you need to overbuy it.
Yes.
You know? I like the luxuries of home here.
Oh, yes, exactly. You don't want to skimp and you don't want to be without, especially when you're going to another climate. I live in Florida, if you did not know. So I'm used to humidity. So I did kind of pack up the skincare vibes here with my Allegains carrier. We both have these, and we got them in Vegas last year at the first holiday event where we actually met for the first time in person, which was so exciting. And we both were like, okay, how do we plan for our skin in a different environment? So mine is probably going to be very different than anything you've seen on Rhonda's
I was just
channel.
gonna say, what kind of skin do you have?
Because I really had a lot of oily skin years ago, and now I've kind of gone a little bit more into combo-y type skin a little bit. But like when the dry weather comes, and if my skin gets affected by dry weather, I don't know what to do with my skin. I'm like, do I hydrate it? Do I feed it? What do I do to my skin?
You know what my mom always said? What? Because I had such oily skin, I felt like you could wring it out.
Yes.
You are blessed. Because that's going to keep you younger.
That's what my dermatologist said.
That's what my mom always said. She's like, no, embrace it. Because I would take alcohol and try and dry
her out. Yes.
Like when I started this channel, I was always whining about my oily skin.
Oh.
Now I'm like, Mom was right.
Mom was right.
She was right about that.
Hashtag Mom was right.
Because now it was so much easier to do with oily skin than dry skin.
Really?
I feel like because they make so much matte stuff.
That's true. And the 2016 makeup was all matte. So
and then when you have dry skin, it was. And then when you have dry skin, it's so like if you put too much on it, you get those little white doohickeys.
Yes, and you peel a little bit. So so
it's a pain in the butt.
Skincare is where I'm going to start because chronologically that's how my brain works, so that works out better. I have loved these and gotten these a few different times. I got these in a FabFitFun, and I they are fab. They have the First Aid Beauty, the facial radiance pads with the glyconic. Oh my god, and they're safe for sensitive skin. And I do have sensitive skin. Like, you press on it a little bit and it will turn red. And it's gonna go away, but it's always something I have to be mindful of when I'm dealing with my skin. So starting my face with these in the mornings, especially when it's like one of those nights where, I don't know, my skin is still figuring out its life here right now. It does not know what's happening. So I just like to start every morning with this. And I was running low before I left, and I was like, if I don't have these for my trip, I'm gonna have to go buy some. But luckily I still have enough.
They are good. First Aid Beauty has such good stuff though.
They do, and I feel like I can trust my skin with it because I can either break out really easily or have a reaction. So these guys I've always been able to trust. So if you have sensitive skin, just a little tip from me to you, this is one of my favorite ways to start my morning and my morning routines, like even in my beauty room in the morning.
You're doing it here. Like we're talking and you're sitting there
like I got my morning routines. Like I kind of have them down of what works for my skin, even when I'm trying to introduce new things that I've been trying or receiving and testing and wearing and things like that. This is something I can always go back to my core pieces, and this for me is a really good core piece right now. Love this. And then I tend to go in with an oil, believe it or not, because there are some really good ones that I use with my gua sha. I keep it in its own little bag because it is an oil and I worry about it leaking all over my stuff. So this one is something, it's called the Earth Harbor Calypso. This one is in the Rejuvenating Elixir Moisturizer. I don't know if y'all can see this even.
You gotta like cover your face with my camera.
I know, mine will do that too, where it's overblown with the white cast. But you can see how much I use it. This is an endorsement for how much I use a product. If it is going down, I'm almost finished with it. It kind of tells you it's worth it.
They're like clean skincare too, right?
Yes, they're clean skincare with Earth Harbor. I think I received this either in a Boxy or, because I get a lot of Earth Harbor from Boxy Charms and Ipsy.
I feel like we used to get them a lot.
Yes, we definitely did. And some of them are hit or miss for my skin type. Some of them will work great like this product, and other ones, they're a no-go. I'll get a breakout, I'll get cysts.
Like that mermaid one cream.
Yes.
I loved the way it felt on my skin.
But it breaks you. Yeah, and sometimes they're small breakouts and sometimes they're massive cysts. So I have to be really mindful. But this I have found works really great for my skin. And what I do like to do is do a couple of drops because it does have a little dropper in it. So I'll drop a couple of little droops in there. And then I will take my morning gua sha and I will depuff with it. I will run along the skin. I think I just got this, guys, at like a TJ Maxx or something.
It is so cute. It's a heart.
It's a little heart, little pink one, and I think it's like in a rose quartz stone. Comes with its own little bag, a little sleeper bag, so I keep it in there. But I do this every morning to kind of like wake up my skin, definitely give myself like that little lift in the morning. You know, we're going anti-gravity here. We're working the system. But I also love how cool it feels because I think that helps depuff too.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'll be honest, we've been up a little bit later. Our time zones are so off
here. Girl,
here.
you're a party animal. No, I'm joking.
I'm a chatty girl. I want to meet people. I get the FOMO sometimes. I got the fear of missing out. When you do this job, you work alone a lot.
Yeah. No, like I was telling, you have to make sure to go over and check out her video that we did.
We did a video together on her stuff. So you're seeing my stuff on here, and you can see everything Rhonda actually used over on my channel.
And see, and on her video, or the video we did for her channel, that's what I was saying. Like, you've helped me so much come out of my shell. Because I swear if I was Lynn, I'd probably be like, just chill right here.
No, we're gonna go have fun. We're gonna meet everybody. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, no, it's been a good fun time for sure.
But we're also like looking for that beauty sleep because we are on a
for sure. I am cranky without my sleep.
She's not cranky. She's not been cranky, but it has been like a 3-hour time difference for us because we are East Coast time frame, and we are on the West Coast right now. So when they're eating dinner here at 9 o'clock. It's like
my fam is sleeping, and I'm like,
it's like midnight there. Yeah,
no,
they're like they're gone, they're out. So we're like, okay,
why are they responding?
Yeah, exactly. So I will say this also really helps in the mornings when I'm needing that extra wake up, that extra lift, and just a little bit more of that hydration for my skin right now because it's so dry here. Yeah, and I'm not used to it. I'm definitely not used to it, and I do keep full zippies when I travel, just because I don't even trust myself sometimes to like close it properly. And then I will say I loved retinols in the past. However, I am learning how to use bok chools more lately.
That irritates. Well, I can't say all of it.
Okay.
But certain brands with that in there.
You have to be mindful with the brands too. Just like anything else with sensitive skin, we have to do our own, like, scientists for our faces is what I call it.
Everybody's skin is different.
So different. And when you have sensitive skin, your sensitivities may be different than mine. So retinols have worked great, but they do make me burn so much quicker, which is part of a retinol's, you know, warning. The good thing about bok chools, and I usually like kind of like list out disclaimers when I'm like posting about them, because it has so many more options that's safer for your skin, and it helps with not burning your skin so much. And I live in Florida, the Sunshine State. You can't avoid it really. And yes, I use SPF, so you will see them in here. But I will say this is the Slushy Hyaluronic Acid Bok Chool Serum from, okay, I always butcher the name of this.
In Beauty?
In Beauty Project. So I got this, and I was really shocked at how well, it's a very like liquidy product. I think this was in an Ipsy.
Okay.
And this is kind of more of like a soft liquidy product that when you kind of apply it, it really waters down. So it gets like everywhere. So I like to put this not only on the face but on the neck, the décolleté, because I'm not only trying to prevent those, I'm trying to support those for the long haul, as we know. Because I'm sure we're getting younger as we go. We're like fine wine here, obviously. But this is something that I have found does not break me out, doesn't aggravate my skin. It feels like a nice warm rejuvenation in the morning to go with my skin. So I've been doing that in the dry climate here, but also in my more humid climate in Florida, and it has been working really great.
That's good.
It's not making me tacky. It's not messing with my makeup I put on top, which is another big deal.
Huge. Yeah.
Huge.
Nothing's worse than getting there and then it peels.
You like, do all the work, the lay down work, and then you get messed up later. So this is also working really well with my makeup, along with the oils, which at one point in time I don't think I could have done, but now I'm at that point where I can, and it works really great, and it gives my skin the long-term benefits, which is
good.
What we're always focusing on. And then let's see here. Okay, so I do love me an SPF, and I do love an everyday lotion. This is the Pacifica Vegan Collagen. It's an everyday lotion, but it also has SPF 30 in it. Again, as a Florida girl, I also had actually, I don't even know if I've told you this, but I actually had a issue earlier this year where there was potential to have skin cancer on my face that I had to have lasered off.
I think
and it's one of those things, because my family is just, we got the Irish heritage. We freckle really easily, and we don't know if it was. We got it zapped off, so it is not an issue anymore.
That's good.
But I've always been very, very vigilant about my SPFs as a grown-up. However, teenage Nicole loved,
we were all there.
Loved her some lack of eyebrows and tanning beds.
I was like baby oil.
Yes, my mom would give me baby oil, and I'm like, she's like, this is how you get really dark. And mom tells you to do it. You're like, well, mom knows.
Well, mine didn't, but like the neighbor girl did.
Really?
So we sat out there with her family's Crisco. Oh. And we just lathered.
You baked like chicken. Oh my gosh.
I was just chicken. We were flipping.
Flip up. And some people like to tan on their trampolines because they're black, so they can attract it more. And I'm like, that is like just jumping up and down around on them.
There you go.
Rotisserie. So I've been crazy serious about my SPF as an adult, but also I'm wanting to make sure I'm moisturizing as well. So
some of them will dry you out.
Some of them will dry you out, and some of them will break you out. And I'm like, so since this one is for like sensitive skin, and it's 100% cruelty free, I do try to focus on cruelty free on my channel. Not something I ever press on anybody, but just so you know, that's what you can trust on my channel. Pacifica has been a brand that I have found I can trust with a lot of my skincare products. So this is something I've really loved. I've gone through 2, maybe 3 of these now.
Oh wow.
I know, and I'm like, and I would take this with me when I'm running around downtown, if I'm taking my dogs to the beach. Like, I have not burned on my face or shoulders or chest since using this. So that's just, this is like my ultimate right now favorite, so I was gonna bring it with me.
Is it tinted? Or no,
it's just
but you don't have to do that.
No, I don't
want to. No, actually, that's good.
Yeah.
Put sunscreen back here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because we're not trying to age our hands either. And necks and hands are what shows our age. So we're just being preventative. And I will say, I got a lot.
It smells good.
Does it smell? Yeah.
It smells like
it smells like beach, because I enjoy a fresh beachy
scent. It's like
scent.
Vacation.
But it's not too coconutty or anything.
No.
It's more just like
the beach.
The beach. It smells like the beach.
I like it.
So that gives you the vibes, and you can use this today if you want.
You know what I brought and forgot?
What?
The coolest spray. So I got that. We can use that too.
We should use that today. It is really hot here. Okay, so the other thing that I will use before I move on to some other stuff is have you guys ever heard of 8 Saints? I had never heard of this brand before.
Was that in a boxy?
Of course it is, because
Okay.
that's where
I was like, wait,
I get and try
familiar.
so many of my things.
Yeah.
But this is the 8 Saints Soulmate, and it is a brightening treatment. Sorry, this is white, so it may not show with the light over there. But I was super skeptical of this, because look at the back. There's no ingredients.
I think that's why I remembered that.
Yes, because I'm like, there's nothing here. So
I think we talked about that, guys. When I unboxed it, I was like,
how do I know the things?
Yeah,
how am I supposed to know all of the things when I get rid of the box? And that's something that I was like, I don't know if I trust this. But because I do give it the old college try, I was starting to use it, and this brightens my skin right in the areas that I personally need the brightening.
Highlight?
Yes, it's the natural highlight, but it makes everything tone, because you put on freckles today. I have freckles naturally that I'm always like, I'm trying to take mine off. She's trying to put hers on. But it's a
California vibe. When I think California, I just think like beachy, natural,
It is.
surfer girl.
Absolutely.
Like, here she is.
Here she is.
Which y'all know I do it at home too, so
I love it.
New.
But this brightening treatment is one of the ones that recently I found I love, and I had just run out of my other favorites.
See, that's good to know. Because there's times that I'm like, do I want to risk it?
Exactly, and with skincare, you have to give it a longer amount of time, more at bats, and I'm like, I don't want to break out and then keep breaking out. So yes, because I have some other favorites that I had just used up, so I was like, you know what, let's just try it. It has never broken me out, and it really does the brightening in those like under eye areas that your girl needs. So tip from me to you. I got a lot of compliments on this yesterday, and I had to stop and think what I was actually wearing.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes.
When I saw it sitting there, I asked you, is that what it is?
Yes. So this is the I Love Ola Hendrickson. Do you pronounce it Ola Hendrickson?
Ola, yeah.
Ola
but
Hendrickson.
I always get corrected in the comments. So.
Tell us how to say it below, because that's just how we say it. This is the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. There is a little bit of a tint color to it. If I could open it up now, I've got all the
When the
lotion
sun
on.
hit you, you had like a sparkle.
Like
or
a little
something.
juicy,
Yeah.
there's like a little...
Yeah, a hint of a tint.
Yeah, a little hint of a tint to it, a little bit of a sparkle, but several beauty influencers asked me what I was wearing, and when that happens, you take note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you take note. Add to cart, add to cart. So good. And it has been great for not only hydrating, but giving you that lip pout lastability where it just keeps staying juicy.
Yeah.
Versus oily, versus, you know when you get that like pout where everything smears everywhere and stuff like that?
Yep.
Does not happen with this. We love her. This is something that I literally put it in every pocket and every bag going, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And I'm glad you can't see our room right now because I've kind of made it a little bit of a mess.
She has not. She's just saying that. It's been me.
No, it's the both of us. It's the combination of
Okay,
the
girl,
two.
where's your shoes? Let's pick how many pairs of shoes does Rhonda have in the room.
We don't. Oh, that game you might win. That one you would win.
But no, you have yours all. The Virgoism is coming out.
I have a little bit of Virgo in me, Sagittarius Virgo, if you care about any of that right here. So yeah, I have it all here. But yeah, the bathroom we won't talk about.
That's not even bad either. No, like, you know, maybe I'll call myself out and show y'all. Like, I have a freaking swimsuit hanging out of a basket.
What I did
It's dry though.
It is dry.
Yeah.
It is dry. I will say you did put stuff in drawers, whereas I put one or two things in drawers and thought that's way too organized for me.
But
just gotta put it
I
back in
put
the suitcase.
bags in drawers because, you know,
Oh.
my phobia of like
Yeah.
bugs sneaking into things.
Yeah, she did pre-spray the room before I got here to make sure that no bugs were living in this room, which I appreciated personally.
And
in Florida, it's buggy.
I like sprayed down like the toilet and the doorknob.
Love it.
and
I
the
love
handles.
it. We don't want to get sick on vacation.
No.
I'm fine with that.
I'm
This is a work
such
trip
a
too, so
yeah.
no, I'm down for it. I support it.
I
I'll
was like,
stamp it.
sorry, I sprayed for bed bugs and everything.
I approve. I approve. It's totally good. Totally good. So one of the other things I brought and the other thing was provided to us. So I'm going to talk about something that was provided, but I've been using it every day.
You honestly have been using it.
Every day.
And I had this sent to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
So this
it's
is
at our lake.
Yes.
Sorry to keep cutting you off.
No, I love it. This is how we've been talking this whole time though. So for us, this is just the vibe.
This is our normal conversation.
This is the vibe.
Yeah.
This is the IT Cosmetics Hello Sunshine Invisible SPF 50. It is a hydrating serum, and I have to say, it has helped so much because we were playing volleyball in the pool yesterday. We had Physicians Formula here. There was a whole big event going on, and I only applied, like, I had you help me with my back because, again, Irish background, lots of freckles, the whole thing. Help me with my back. I did the shoulders, the chest, the face. Did not burn. I'm not even red today.
No.
So like, and I love a 50, but I also put it on my tattoos if you are a tattoo lover. I recently got an Ocean Wave
Oh,
in watercolor.
That is so cool looking.
She did a really good job.
It looks like something you just kind of put on there.
Yeah, and I am super protective of my tattoos.
I've never seen one look so like naturally good.
Thank you.
That's good.
But I put 50 and higher on all my tattoos. So I don't have a ton, but what I do have, we have to preserve because that was painful. So love, love, love this. This was my first time being introduced to this particular SPF.
You know what I really love about it too? Because that's one that I'll put on my neck too.
Yeah.
But my husband had gotten the glowy one that I showed you in the video with the FSA or whatever.
Yes.
So he stocked me up on that and the Flex one, the Color Science. But It Cosmetics sent this one to me, and I really like it because I put it all over my face and my neck, décolleté, everything, and it doesn't dry your skin out. You know how that's what I have to be careful with. That's why I always talk about Color Science.
Yes.
Because it doesn't dry me out.
Yes.
But it will transfer on the tinted part.
Okay.
But this
doesn't?
It's clear. It doesn't leave a cast.
The white cast?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times where I will slather my face up so much because I'm like, do not burn the face.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Peels and all of that.
But then there's so much white cast with some of the other things that this has not given me any white cast either. So I love this, you guys.
All right, brief intermission because my battery's 150.
YouTuber life, and there's an airplane going over. So if you can hear the airplane, no, you didn't. We wake up to that though.
You're fancy though. You've got like the mic set up.
I do have a mic set up. I told you I'm just gonna help. I'm gonna send you the link.
You know what? They probably hear the AC. Sorry guys.
So if you hear the AC,
I didn't mess with that.
I think we're loud enough. We're pretty loud, ladies.
Oh, shout out to whoever just bought candles. Thank you guys.
Yay!
Use my coupon code. I just got a notification.
Yay!
I appreciate
What's
it.
the code? Hot mess.
Hot
Mess.
Hot mess at the Good Candle. So thank you. Her fall collection, Martha, I don't know if you've ever tried it. The Good Candle. Ooh, her fall collection is like
so good.
Favorite.
What are your favorite scents?
Normally it's like the apple butterscotch.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, she changes them up. I haven't smelled this lineup yet. It's probably the same. But there's like an apple butterscotch that she has.
Ooh.
Salted caramel is really good.
Does it like really like make the whole room smell like?
It's a throw.
So ooh.
It has a good throw on it.
I love that.
And it's soy. It's not harmful to pets.
Oh, good. Dog mom here.
Yeah. Dog mom, kitty cat.
Yeah.
So her swimsuit's so
I was
cute.
just looking at her swimsuit. See, this is what it's like when you are behind the scenes with content creators, with other content creators with ADD and like. I'm zooming.
Here comes all the ADD.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, well, and you guys know when I film and have the windows on either side, I'm constantly like watching to see what's going on. I'm listening, but I'm also like, but then she had a really cute swimsuit on. But I'm not gonna throw her, like, I'm not
gonna show her because,
I gotta ask first.
Yeah, you just want to be respectful.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. The only other thing that I would have been like really vigilant about trying to use is a lotion. It's a Dream Cream nighttime moisturizer from One Kind, and I'm gonna be really real with you. Please don't think I'm gross. But I have drier feet than any other part of my body and my elbows. What is that about?
I have Vaseline.
I have Vaseline at home, and I was just kind of like,
I put my lotion on and lock it in with Vaseline,
and then you put
my socks on.
Yes. But for some reason, I feel like women's moisturizer, it's like we have so many different options because, well, one, the girl tax, they always trying to get us. But I was like, this is a nighttime cream so that I can put it on my feet and on my elbows, because for some reason, and the legs, sometimes, let's be serious, if then something's gonna dry out on me, probably like a dry skin girl, it's the legs and the feet and the elbows, but everything else is drip drop oil. Don't ask why.
That is so nice.
It's like, then I have to
slather my whole body.
But then you have to stock up on the various different kinds of lotion and figure out which ones work for what.
True.
But so far, I have really been liking this for hands, feet, elbows, and it's in a dry environment. So, and it's a really thick, I feel like I just need to keep showing you, like, this is so thick.
I think that's good. You're doing your job. Me, I'm like, I just like it. I just like that.
It's such a thick product, though, that it really seeps in. And when you are a girl that, like I'll get a pedicure, like, every, like, quarter or so that I professionally pay for, but they've gotten expensive. Yeah. So let's be serious.
I know, I do my own.
I know, I've been trying to do the best I can because my feet are so dry that I'm like trying to stay ahead of it. And it just really sinks in and it absorbs in a way that I feel like I can put off those professional pedicures much longer. So
you want to hear a little tip?
Yes, always.
I forgot, I brought it, but I haven't sprayed it. Magnesium oil.
Really?
So good. You're gonna flake
Okay.
But it's gonna be like baby soft. I'm not gonna show my feet, y'all. I'm so sorry.
No. This is not
that kind of
not
channel.
OnlyFans. It's not happening.
But you'll flake at first.
Okay.
But then it gets like nice
Really
and
soft?
Yeah, I want to offer my toes, but we're not doing that either.
Fair.
Feel how soft they are.
Touch.
And then I like buff them.
Oh yeah.
You know, and,
Yes.
and do the cheese grater.
Yes. We called that too at my house. I love
Yeah,
it.
no, that's helped a lot.
Okay.
Because the last time I went and got a pedicure, that mother trucker was going ham sandwich on
Oh
me and
yes.
slicing my
it's
pinky toe.
and it's slightly embarrassing how much they can take off sometimes. I'm like, listen,
Yep, 100%.
that's a little embarrassing. Warn a friend. Put up a curtain, something, anything.
Yeah, he was like, "Arr." I'm
Yeah,
like,
they take it
you're
like.
being a little dramatic.
It's
sir.
a little
Like, you need to
aggressive.
calm down.
Yes.
It is not that rough.
Oh, we have like an airplane on top
crusty.
of us right now. Do you hear this airplane?
Mhm.
They're moving it.
They got a bunch of different ones coming over too.
Yeah.
There's been like private planes,
Oh.
and then like
It's where the
props,
celebrities live.
probably.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
Maybe so.
yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little offensive when they do that.
Look how good they are at getting their content.
Oh, I know. Well, so are
Those
we.
two are, yeah. But the one little cute girl,
Yes.
she's always
Bryn.
like, yeah, Bryn.
She's on it.
She is so on it.
I love that little.
Actually, Lauren has been too. I think that's her name, right, Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren. She's got great hair. I was like obsessed with how
She
thick her
does,
hair was.
yes.
I was like, that's gold.
She's really got her ish together too.
I know.
Like she's got like such a good 5-year plan.
Does she?
Yeah. We were talking about all that.
I'm gonna have to quiz her on it.
Yeah, she's like she's like a baby child to me. I think she did say she's in her 30s, but to me she reminds me of like Haley's age.
Oh,
So to me,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, cute little baby child.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Okay, so I am also a very chronological girl, so I'm just gonna tell you
If
starting.
you guys could see, like,
got it
actually, I
lined
want
up.
to take a picture so I can insert the picture.
Go ahead. I got it
Okay.
kind of like lined up here next
Okay,
to
got the
things.
pic.
Okay, so I love me some e.l.f. I love a good drugstore, but I'm also, again, always an SPF girly, but I have to be mindful. So I love this Untouchable Invisible Sunscreen with the 35 broad spectrum SPF, but it's also a blurring primer. Because if you don't know
What?
this, it's a blurring
I did not know that.
primer.
And I have like a little tiny one I bought.
Oh, you have to try this. So I have big bossy pores. I will always call them my big bossy pores because they are all right up front where you don't want them. And if you come from my channel, you are well aware that this is how my face rocks. So if I'm looking to blur, which is a daily thing for me, I'm always like, we gotta blur this out over here because they're all bossy up here. They're bossy.
Literally, you need to come up
Mm-hmm.
with your own product and call it BPP.
I
That
love this idea.
so
My big
adorable.
bossy pores, yes.
That's like such a good catchphrase.
Yes, because that's what I've always called them, are my big bossy pores. They're all up here. I get my Fisher forehead from my dad and the pores as well. I'm like, Dad, you should like invest in my face now, please.
Yeah.
So this is a very good primer that helps with the skin, works well with all that skincare I just talked about, but will also blur me. So if I'm not doing a bunch of makeup, like we just talked about, we did not wear all the makeup we brought, I feel like I'm still put together, I still feel fresh, but everything is slightly blurred. Like I have put on those blurring powders and things because I used to be a hardcore powder lover
Yep.
with my skin type. But as creams and other products
As
have
I
really
got
come up,
old, I
yeah,
can't powder
I've been
up.
wearing less of it, but these base products really
Now, is
help.
that the one that's tinted with like a glowy?
There is one. This one is not. This one is
Oh,
way
I don't
more.
have that one then. Never mind.
Very,
Okay.
it's a little bit more. Is this
That
something-
reminds me of the Murad one.
Yes, it is like.
Does it do?
So here's the thing about the Murad primers, though, is if you do just a touch too much,
Yep,
you
you're
will
right.
pill,
You're right.
and all of your makeup comes off, and you're like,
100%.
this was a waste of 30 minutes of my life. I'm never getting
And
back.
it's expensive.
And it's so expensive. It's
Yeah.
like 80 bucks, 50
Yeah.
bucks, depending on which
That's
one you
what I
get.
was talking about. Because
Yes.
the consistency looks very similar.
Yeah, you can touch it.
Are you sure?
Well, of course
Well,
I
I
am.
feel bad. Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
It almost reminds me too when, was it Becca that came out with that one where it was like the invisible foundation?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of
Yes.
It kind of has a smell to it.
A little bit.
I like it.
It's because it's got the SPF in it. So you
Yeah.
may be smelling a little bit of the SPF, and it does, if you are sensitive to scents, it does
I can
dissipate.
definitely see that blurring for
But this
sure.
blurs, like look at the back of your hands
Yeah.
comparatively, you can see that there's a blur to it. So if you are a fresh face girly and you just really want just enough to mask it, but you don't want to do the full meal deal, focus on this and then you're done. You're done.
Catchphrases.
I've got a lot of different ones that I forget. So if y'all are hearing weird stuff, it's because
I love it.
I'm over here just living my
We're
best.
gonna make you merch.
My husband always tells me I need merch, and I'm like,
should.
I don't know if
That
anyone would want my merch. Yeah, big bossy pores.
BBP, like we need to do that.
We should figure it out. Help me out. Okay, so then I have been a very basic girly all summer. Again, I am a beach girl. I live in Florida. I'm 15 minutes from the beach. So my vibes here are very like beach-esque. So I have a combo that I love to use in the mornings if I'm just doing a fresh face, and then I'll add one more thing if I'm looking for a little bit more full face, but I'll tell you about that in a second. I love to start with the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, and I'll be honest, I first got this and hated it because I didn't understand how to use it properly.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is a curve.
There is such a learning curve because I felt like because it's such a glowy product, like look at that, like if you can see, it looks real glowy.
That almost reminds me of the Shade 5 in the Charlotte Tilbury.
Really?
Hollywood Flawless Filter, yeah. Just
Maybe,
off of a glance.
yes. So with this, I didn't know what to do with it. Well, I have a super duper soft sponge. I love a good soft sponge. And then what I love to do, and you could just wear this alone, I've done that just fine. But what I really like to do is take my really favorite concealer.
That is a good one.
I have a Natasha Denona. You can use my code Nicole Fisher, or you can probably use her code because she's got one too. My shade is N6 over here.
Aglow.
And that one is the Aglow. It's a little bit deeper, but there is a lighter one.
So pretty though.
Yeah, you can use it. And what I love to use the High Glam concealer for, because it works really well not only with my big bossy pores and combo oily skin, but I like to mix these together. So what I'll do is put this on like one dot each under the eyes, and then I will take this and almost use it like a foundation and kind of like dot it all around.
I have seen you doing that.
Yes. And then I marry the two together with a soft sponge or sometimes fingertips. It kind of just depends. And it really gives that glow with the glowiness from the Tarte. And with the Natasha, you get that extra buff, that extra blur from that product because it's so friendly for all skin types. And I really feel it gives you that filter without a filter face. And then once you like buff it in and it gets time to settle into your skin, I really find that it becomes one with you. It makes you look like you are glowy, fresh, California glowy vibes, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's also not too much that you feel like I can't go to the pool with it, but I'm still put together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that face where you can go
the makeup, no makeup.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
It's that vibe, but a little bit more color because of the Aglow.
Yeah.
And you get the coverage from the Natasha that's not too much coverage, but just enough to be like, no dark circles for the moms that are tired.
I did sleep, I swear.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can fake it till you make it and look like you slept when you did it. So these are like my secret weapon that I will use on all of my just relaxy, like I'm not doing much days, but I want to be put together.
Yeah.
Run the errands, do the things. But if I need a little bit more, I have jumped into the Urban Decay Face Bond, and we were talking about this. You guys may have heard about this from Rhonda's channel. So good. This is like, I don't even understand the formula behind this.
No.
Because it's like a serum, but it's like a...
With coverage.
With coverage.
You think serum, you think light.
Yes.
But it's buildable.
Yes.
It's so nice.
And it comes out really controllable, so you can't, you don't have to worry about overdoing it, which I have the too much gene. I don't know if I've told you this, but I have the too much gene.
Heavy hand for sure.
So sometimes if I want to add just a little bit more, or maybe I need a little different color because I've been out in the sun, it will just make everything still look blurred, make everything still look seamless, but it doesn't look like you're really wearing makeup. It just looks like you, but better.
Yeah.
You a little elevated.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my little secret weapon to add with it. Now, I will say something I got here on this trip is something that was new to me, and then something that I'm almost like empty with, and I feel like empties are like holy grails of like, that's an endorsement for a product.
Yeah.
Especially when you have
so
many.
our job.
Exactly. When you have so much makeup that you have in your collection and you get coming in and
you're always trying something.
Always trying something.
Start going back.
Yes.
You know it's good.
Exactly. So I have to say I have to start with the Merit Clay Bronze
I've been
Balm.
wanting to try that.
Try mine. I'm telling you, girl, this one might be...
I think it's too light.
Might be too
Just
light for you.
looking at it, I'm like,
I know, I kind of need the darker one because I'm in my summer vibes at the moment. But I like to do just like a little bit of like a back here on the face, around the face, on the perimeter, under the chin.
Well, I saw you apply it and it just glided.
It glides so perfectly, and it also blends in. So if you have just these little basics on, it's going to go perfectly together. but also it makes it look like, again, because this is a little bit more on the fair side, you just have natural shadow when really it's makeup. But you feel like, you know, I like to call contour and some bronzer like that little lift that God forgot to give me with cheekbones, because sometimes I don't have that.
Yeah, he filled the cheeks for me. I forgot to give like a little indentation.
Yeah, I don't have that indented all, so that's what this is for here. And again, fresh face looks like it's that no makeup vibe, but we could go bronzer, we could go deeper, and that's why sometimes I do add a powder on top. I won this in one of our little games that we played here.
Curious about that.
You should use it. You should try it. This is called Peach Cobbler in the Kaja blush. I have now tried this a couple of different days, and it is so pretty.
Ooh.
I just did a really bad swatch though, so don't look at that. In fact, avert your eyes. Because I've got to put this back together. I just made that a little messy with how I did it, but I've been using a sponge a lot for it, and it will just, look at this.
It's pretty.
It's definitely like glows too.
Yeah.
Like, do you see how it like
shoot? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see how that like glows on the cheek? So I feel like that gives you that little extra punch.
It's smoothing.
Yes.
Whoa, that's nice.
I've never tried this, so once I tried this after getting it at one of our little games, I was like,
that reminds me of like an Ofra blush, because I feel like the Ofra blush is always smooth.
Yes.
So that's like a cream version of an Ofra blush.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're already working with some creams, and creams are something I feel like over the past year, 2 years, I've been getting more into. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I've also been using the Euphoria. It's a chemical reaction. Have you ever tried one of these? They're kind of in some hot water right now, so
I heard that, but I don't know why. So we'll have to
we'll talk about that later about this. I do let this sit for just literally like I don't know, 10-15 seconds, because it'll actually oxidize a little bit. It'll deepen up a little bit because it's not quite dark enough for me unless I let it sit for a second. And then I go in with my sponge, sometimes fingertips, but usually just a soft sponge, and it gives just a nice flush of color, but not like a blush. So it depends on the vibe I'm going for, but this is also something I was using in the beginning of the trip,
which
I got this.
I can attest, I did see her put that on.
Yeah, and she was probably like, what are you doing to your face? I'm like, we're getting there. It's a process. It's a trust the process vibe. And for brows are not my favorite thing to do. I have to say, brows
are exhausting because mine like to disappear.
Yeah, mine like to disappear. Again, Pam Anderson did us dirty.
Good brows.
This was a lot of work to get them back, because you were talking before about what you use for your lashes. I've been focused on the brows since Pam did us dirty in the 90s.
Smart. I should start doing that.
So I've been focusing on the brows for a really long time. So I have gone back and forth with brow products. So this is something new I've been trying. It's the Arches and Halos by Tanya Crooks. Now
I've never heard of that.
This I found at Target, like, as a brand new line. This is something new that I have been discovering, honestly. But what really got me to buy it was, do you remember the name Tanya Crooks? Because we're gonna throw it back. How many of y'all are BoxyCharm and Ipsy lovers? Do we have some BoxyCharm and Ipsy lovers in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Because back in the day, there was a trio palette we all got in the old BoxyCharms. Think way back to when there was only one box. It was like 2017, 2018 vibes.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there. Maybe 2016 even.
What's it look like?
And it was a little palette. I just want to grab my phone. It was a little black palette, and it had 3 different colors, and it was the Universal Brow Trio by Tanya Crooks. I had that sucker in my collection.
Is it like powder?
Yes.
I
For
did get that.
years, I had that in my collection because I was like, oh, this is nice. This is a great product. And I was still like, you know, balling on a budget. That was my vibe when I was first getting on my channel and just figuring out things. And I was like, I'm going to, you know, wear this till the wheels fall off.
Wow.
And this is now her new brand for brows.
Cool.
So I was really excited about it. Now there's a packaging flaw, because again, I'm trying this right now, but this is what I'm wearing. So this is the shade Espresso. So I do like these smaller pencils because your girl's brows up front be struggling.
Oh, that's a good, like...
Yeah, it's a great consistency, good creaminess. However, you do need your spoolie. And the packaging is faulty, as you can see. It comes right off. So I have to pull it out a lot to do the job. Get the job done here. But it is a great product. So I'm overlooking the packaging issues, and I still brought it on the trip, and I'm still using it. So little endorsement, but there's a flaw. But my ultimate favorite is a very cheapy little baby for $5. It's the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Have you ever used this product? It's kind of similar to the ones I saw you using for your brows.
Does it have fibers in it?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, because mine has fibers.
Yeah, it's got these fibers in it. It's probably not going to do too great on the hand at the moment, but
oh wow,
this is what I have on the brows today, and this is like, I'm not even exaggerating, maybe my 12th one. I have bought this up so many times. It's great for travel, super convenient, not that like difficult to use, and it will last. And then you just replace it for $5.
That's a good
we
deal.
love a good druggstorre moment. We love a drugstore moment. And okay, 2 more things and then I will shut up because I feel like I've been talking to you guys for way too long. Eyeshadow, I'll sometimes on this trip, I feel like I've used bronzer for my eyes a lot, but also I did bring my recent Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. You actually stopped me when I was using this because you were like, this one's pretty.
I know. I think I got the dupe for it.
Did you? Which one?
From Ultra Ego. I forget
yes,
the name
I love
of it.
Ultra Ego too.
I do too, but
yes.
I got the warm one, and now I'm like, I should just get that. Is this the shade you have on today?
I have on this pink one.
It's really pretty.
Is it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at your eyes and I was inspired, so I went over here and did
that's Sweet and Spicy.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I've got those on, and this is just like, it's hard with the mirror, guys, but you know, it's the new love of mine at the moment that I'm playing with. Love her. And I've been popping on my Essence Lash Princess. This is the Curl and Volume Mascara. This one has been like a ride or die for me for so long. This is what I feel like everybody knows about, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows about it. But my favorite lippy that I had to bring, because I have not kidding you, been wearing this non-stop. It is a perfect nude.
Aww.
I feel like it works for a lot of skin tones. Is also in honor of my roomie here in Palm Springs, which is the Ofra Hot Mess Mama liquid lipstick. Yes, I'm wearing it right now, as I should be.
Use code Nicole.
She's throwing my code out there for her product because it is so good. Link in bio.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it is so good. It is literally one of my favorite colors right now.
Thank you.
So I have a request that when you do your next collab at some point, I want it in the gloss as well, so I can have it in all forums.
That is so smart though.
Because it's good.
That's really smart.
It's good. I like it. I want it in all the options.
Call me.
Thank you guys so much for letting me come and play with you. And I feel like I'm really chatty and I show a lot, so sorry if that was too long.
I was invested. I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah.
Tell me about that blush.
I'm getting tips of maybe I should do that. Versus like, I love this.
No,
Link
but
in bio.
you were really good at saying on my video, though, like what is working for you and why and how. So that was super exciting.
You know, I'm old, so it's like
not.
changing. So I'm like,
yeah.
I
get
it's
it,
a
though.
lot of work. I know.
This is a lot of heavy lifting, but honestly, that's not. That may have felt like a lot, but guys, this is how much I brought, and I've not even touched, like, honestly, the rest of this. So there's.
If you guys want to know all the stuff I brought,
absolutely,
go check out Nicole's channel, which I'll have linked down below.
Yes, and we had add-ons because the more we kept talking after, the more we realized there was more things you needed to hear about. So that's it's a really good video. She did a good job of explaining it all. So come on over.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Definitely make sure to go check her out. You're also on Instagram.
Yep, I'm on Instagram as Nicole Fisher Beauty.
And you're on TikTok.
Yes, I'm on TikTok. There's a lot of beachy content there too, so if you're into the Florida vibe about that.
And she has saved my life because you guys know I have to have noises all over the place.
Oh.
And so she brought this sound machine of heavenly amazing goodness.
We have to have a sound machine at my house because I have a rescue puppy who hates rainy storms and gets anxious about everything, so we always have them going.
Yeah,
so we have
it's
2 of
been
these.
amazing, and I love it.
Love it.
So highly recommend. 10 out of 10 over there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you.
I know my SD card's gonna start flashing and being a little, you know what.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hop off, but head on over to Nicole's channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, there it goes. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, kisses from, well, California right now.
California.
Bye.